We're live. Coming up next on the Giants Chronicles Podcast, we are live talking NFL draft and all things New York Giants. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Giants Chronicles Live. I am your host, Gabe, and today we are talking New York Giants football, NFL draft, and everything, just New York Giants football and NFL. So let's address the first topic at hand that's not so much NFL draft topic-wise. However, it is a former New York football Giant that a lot of you had hopes of possibly being a New York Giant again, and that is Odell Beckham Jr. So let's just get Odell Beckham Jr. out of the way. It was a good hope that he was coming home and everything. However, deep down, I kind of knew like this wasn't going to work out. This wasn't going to happen. Stuff like that. So it was good while it lasted. However, OBJ is now a Raven, and we can move on and talk things Giants football and not stuff we wish could happen because of nostalgia. So, OBJ signed a 1-year, $15 million deal with $3 million in incentives to possibly make it a 1-year, $18 million deal. Listen, the Giants were never going to pay that price. It kind of felt like, and reports have confirmed that the Giants were kind of just sticking around in the OBJ sweepstakes, kind of just to see if the market went down. I think if it trended towards the direction I believed he was really worth, which was an $8 million, $5 million range, I think the Giants would have maybe played their hand a little more. However, it never really got like that. And, it ends up that OBJ is now a Baltimore Raven after I was kind of in the mindset of him becoming a New York Jet. So welcome everyone to the podcast. So I'm glad to have you guys with us, and we're going to be doing a live draft here coming up soon. Just kind of want to, do an introduction real quick. So listen, this is a boomer bust signing for the Baltimore Ravens. It could either go really well or it could go really bad. The interesting thing about what they did with the contract is they, according to Ian Rappaport on the Pat McAfee show today, they spread out the cap number. So they spread out the cap number. So he's going to get the $15 million straight up this year. However, it won't all be on this year's cap. It will be over the next couple years cap. So that's interesting. And it'll be very interesting to see how that works out. Maybe I think a lot of why they did it was to get Lamar Jackson more intrigued about the season, stuff like that. So we'll see how it works out for the Baltimore Ravens. But let's get into the draft, stuff like that. So we'll see. I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on what I think all 32 teams are, minus the Miami Dolphins, because they don't have a first-round draft pick. So let's get into it. Let me pull up the mock draft simulator real quick. So I can start sharing it with you guys. Hey, guys, we're live on YouTube. So hop over to YouTube. We are live on YouTube. So come on over to the YouTube, Giants Chronicles Podcast. The link is in bio. So you guys can check that out. So I just started Instagram Live, so I was just telling them over there to come over to YouTube with you guys. So we're gonna do call-ins too. We're gonna do call-ins in a couple in a bit, but I want to kind of do my mock draft here real quick for you guys to kind of see, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Obviously, that is a lot of the reason I do this, to get your guys' thoughts on things as well. So let's get into it. So we're going to do all 32 teams. We're only going to do one round, though. We're only going to do one round. because obviously 32 picks is a lot of picks by itself. But come over to the YouTube, guys. We're live on YouTube. OBJ. Yep, OBJ. I covered him a little bit. He signed that 1 year, $15 million contract with the Baltimore Ravens, which was a bit of a surprise. I definitely thought he would be going to the New York Jets. But listen, OBJ goes where the money is, and that's the bottom line. And it turns out the money was coming more from Baltimore than it was coming from the Jets. So obviously OBJ made a choice, and he went with the Baltimore Ravens. So it's his decision, not mine. And listen, everyone in this league wants to get their money. Who wouldn't? So you can't fault him for that. So let's start our mock draft here. In a bit, we're going to start actually, but I'm going to start pulling it up. So I want to get your guys' thoughts on this mock draft. I've done a lot of work on the draft. Obviously, I'll be having more videos coming out on the draft on the next couple weeks leading up to the draft. Obviously, the draft starts on April 27th. So obviously excited for that. And hopefully the Giants do have some good picks, and they'll get better after draft night. That's always the hope, that you make your team better during the draft. And I'm pretty confident that the Giants will do that. Joe Shane had a pretty good draft last year. Shout out Ice-T, Owner Palmer. Ice-T lemonade mix. Pretty good. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what Joe Shane does in the draft. And let's just get into the mock draft here. Obviously I'll start present, share screen, mock draft simulator, share. All right, so I believe you guys can see this. So we're going to start with the Carolina Panthers at pick 1. Let's start the draft. And I think a lot of people have mixed opinions on where they're going to go here. I think ultimately they're going to end up going with, where is he? CJ Stroud out of Ohio State. By the way, these PFF rankings are just crazy. But I think they're going to ultimately go with CJ Stroud out of Ohio State. Safest quarterback in this draft, in my opinion. He's shown that he's produced over the past 2 years. In my opinion, he's got the height. He's got the size, which makes him better, in my opinion, better than Bryce Young. So obviously I'm going to go CJ Stroud here, the Carolina Panthers. Then we've got the Houston Texans. I think they're going to also go quarterback here, and they're going to go Bryce Young out of Alabama. Obviously, they need a quarterback. Who's the guy they had there? I forget his name, but whoever it was not good. It was a terrible. It was Davis Mills. Davis Mills out of Stanford a couple years ago. Obviously, that didn't work out for them. So, I think they're going to go Bryce Young at number 2. It's going to go CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. And now we got the Cardinals on the clock. And the Cardinals are an interesting case because I think eventually they're going to end up trading back. And I think they're going to trade back with the Las Vegas Raiders. I think the Raiders are interested in drafting a quarterback this year. And yes, they did sign Jimmy Garoppolo. However, I think they still need a quarterback of the future. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo will lead them that far, and what happens when he gets hurt. So I'm going to have the Las Vegas Raiders trading up here. Obviously, you could have the Colts trading up. However, I think the Colts are going to stand still. They still have a lot of needs other places to give up future assets. I feel like that is just not the best idea for their franchise. So we're going to go – this pick is going to involve a third-round pick. So it's going to be the Raiders' the Raiders' first round pick, which is pick 7, a third round pick, and a round 1 pick in 2024. And in return, the Cardinals are going to send pick 3 to them. So, you're kidding, right? You're kidding, right? All right, so I'm not doing that. But let's just say they do trade up here. They trade up to pick 3, and we're going to just okay. Let's just say they do trade up to pick 3 here. I don't know why it's not letting me do that, but let's just say they do, and I'm going to have them going Anthony Richardson at pick 3 to the Las Vegas Raiders. Hypothetically, they do trade up there, and at pick 4 with the Colts. I'm going to have them going quarterback as well, Will Levis. So already we have a run of 4 quarterbacks in a row. Again, guys, this is the Raiders pick. So I'm not saying the Cardinals are not drafting a quarterback at pick 4. So let's just say, actually, I kind of want to redo this now. This is kind of making me want to redo this. I'm going to redo this, guys. I hate to break it to you guys. I'm going to redo it, but we're going to just pick up where we left off. We're going to pick up where we left off. Do not worry. But apparently PFS being a pain. You know what? We're going to use different simulator. I want to be able to do trades, and I think I want to be able to do trades, so I'm going to stop sharing real quick. And I'm going to do the Draft Network. Draft Network has a good mock draft maker, Bryce. You think, okay, so Carson, a Carolina fan, says Bryce Young is who he wants the Carolina Panthers to draft. So that's interesting. What up, Commander Chris? What up, man? I'm going to paste the link because I want Carson and everyone in here. I want you guys come in and give me your opinion on the mock draft as well. So let's kind of have some more engagement here. All right, I'm going to start a mock draft on the Draft Network because I'm not paying to make a I would love to pay for, a mock draft maker. However, that's not worth my money, in my opinion. That's not worth my money. So, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. All right, so we're going to go mock draft machine. Pro football. Apparently, I guess everyone is doing paid mock draft makers now. I guess that's what's going on with the state of mock draft makers. So I think Pro Football Network lets you trade. Hopefully they do. We'll do one round again. We'll do all 32 teams, and we'll do normal let's draft. All right, so obviously we're going to start over again. However, now we are on Pro Football Network, or Pro Football Network, which in my opinion is one of the best mock draft makers. So let's start this over again, guys. Start us over again. Again, live shows come with this kind of stuff, so should have done my research before though. And we got a Pepsi Cola ad. All right, so we're going number one overall. And again, even though Carson, I'm sorry if you disagree with me. I'd love to hear why. But I think I'm going to go CJ Stroud, still number 1 overall. That's where I think it's going to end up going. And CJ Stroud will be a Carolina Panther as the number 1 pick overall. And then we got the Houston Texans, number 2. Obviously, they need a quarterback. They have a later round first pick. They have a later round pick in round 1, and I believe it's still a top 15 pick though. And obviously they need a quarterback. They're gonna have to address that early, as a lot of teams are quarterback needy in this draft. And we're gonna go Bryce Young. We're gonna go Bryce Young out of Alabama. Obviously, maybe the best prospect, but I went CJ Stroud number 1 overall just because of the fact that I think he's the most polished prospect coming in. And then number 3 overall, this is where we're gonna do a trade. So we're going to do a trade with the Las Vegas Raiders. I don't know why it won't let me select the AFC West, because I really want to select the AFC West, but it's not letting me select the AFC West. Gotta love live shows, right, guys? I mean, seriously. Live shows. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Can I not? All right. So let's say the Cardinals do stay here. We're gonna go Will Anderson, edge out of Alabama. I think that's what's gonna happen. And then at pick 4, you have the Colts, and I think they are gonna go Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson is by far the best QB, or the highest ceiling QB in this draft, I should say. Not the best, but the highest ceiling. I think he will possibly be pick number. I have him as he could go as high as pick number 1. You never know. Obviously, we're still a little early. Towards the end of April, we'll have more rumors about who's going where, kind of thing. But Anthony Richardson, he is still 21, so obviously still a lot of upside with him. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually went as high as number 1 overall. So let's resume the draft. On at pick 5, you have the Seattle Seahawks. It'll be very interesting to see where Seattle goes. I think they're gonna go. I think they're gonna go best available. Just because this isn't even their pick, this is Denver's pick. So I think they're gonna go best available. In my opinion, that's Jalen Carter out of Georgia. At pick number 5. Obviously he does have character concerns. However, I think they're not as major as some people make them out to be. Just because there's worse character concerns that we've seen in the draft than just than Jalen Carter. He made a mistake. Obviously, you hope he wouldn't do it again, but that's what the pre-draft process is. You get to know these players, these men, and that's what teams use the pre-draft process as. And at number 6, you got the Detroit Lions, and I actually have them going with Christian Gonzalez here. I mean, he really impressed me in the pre-draft process. They need a shutdown cornerback 1, and Christian Gonzalez can bring that on their defense. Obviously, their offense has some high names: Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams out last year's draft, and Christian Gonzalez can add to their productiveness. And then you have the Raiders here at pick 7, and I have them going Will Levis out of Kentucky. Obviously, they had, I believe, like every receiver in for a visit. So they're obviously not satisfied with just Jimmy G in their quarterback room. They're trying to get someone younger to bring up, and Jimmy G can mentor. And obviously, Will Levis would bring that. And I think Will Levis would actually be well in the McDaniels system. At pick, you have an interesting case. You have the Atlanta Falcons. Obviously, the past couple of years, the Atlanta Falcons have added to their wide receiver and pass catching weapons. And they got Desmond Ridder, who they seem pretty confident in. So with Atlanta, they're an interesting case. Some people have them going wide receiver. Some people have them going corner, although I think they have a pretty decent corner team. Let's see team needs. Where are the team needs? Offensive tackle, offensive guard, cornerback. Okay, so they do need a cornerback. Edge, defense, tackle, offense. Okay. All right. So I'm actually going to have them going with Paris Johnson out of Ohio State. He is a shutdown tackle. He can protect Desmond Ridder, someone they could use on his blind side, wherever. Left tackle, right tackle. Obviously, probably left tackle is a premium position. And then you also have the Bears at pick 9. And what do I think the Bears are going to do? Well, the Bears have put themselves in a position to do a lot of different things here. In my opinion, they could go wide receiver and continue adding their wide receiver. But do I think they're going to do that? No, I think they're going to bolster up their defense. I think they're going to get Tyree Wilson, one of the best edges in this draft, out of Texas Tech, with that pick. Obviously, they need to add their defense, and I think he would be a smart pick for them. At pick number 10. I do not like these ads popping up, but nope, did not want to do that. I do not like these ads popping up, but whatever, because it's just a toilet paper commercial. So at pick 10 with the Eagles, what are the Eagles going to do here? They could go edge. They could go running back. That'd be a bit of a stretch, but a reach. They could go edge. Howie Roseman, I could see him trading back again, but I think here he's going to do something with the edge. He loves his pass rushing. He's going to go Myles Murphy here at pick 10. Hey, 10 and 10. We're lining up pretty solid here, actually. 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're on a great track right here. And then you have the Tennessee Titans, and obviously they trade away their franchise wide receiver last week. Last year, not last week. They traded away their franchise wide receiver last year, and they need someone to help their quarterback, whoever it is. I mean, honestly, we have no clue who their quarterback's going to be. It could be Ryan Tannehill. It could be Malik Willis. God knows. It could be Josh Dobbs. However, as of right now, I'm planning on Ryan Tannehill being their quarterback, and I'm going to go Joe Jackson to help Ryan Tannehill. He needs all the help he can get back there. And then we're right back to where we started with the Houston Texans, who were at pick 2. Yes, we're doing a mock draft. You can come over to the YouTube. Link is in bio. And then we're right back where we started, Houston Texans. And here, did I take this guy off the board? So they Quentin Johnston ranked at 24 here. That's, in my opinion, a very interesting choice. However, I'm going to go Quentin Johnston to the Houston Texans, help their rookie quarterback, whoever it may be. We're going to go back to all. And then you have the New York Jets. Who are the New York Jets going to go with? Well, we don't know what's going on with Aaron Rodgers in fantasy land over there. Really, we have no clue. Let's look at our team needs over here. Offensive tackle, offensive center, edge, cornerback. Oh, edge. There's a lot of edges. Oh, no, not okay. There's no value matching up there. I'm gonna give him an offensive tackle. Robert Jones out of Georgia. He can help Aaron Rodgers protect. And obviously that's a good pick there at pick 13. And we're gonna go on to New England now. What is New England? What does Bill Belichick want? Well, Bill Belichick wants a lot of things. He's not going to get them all. But I think one thing he does want is some help on that defensive line. So what is Bill Belichick going to do? Well, let's look at their team needs real quick just to get a better idea. Where are the Patriots? Am I going blind? Oh, they're there. Wide receiver, cornerback, linebacker, edge, defensive tackle, and that's who I'm going to have him going. Brian Brees, defensive tackle out of Clemson, underrated prospect. I could see them going there. And then you have the Packers at pick 15. And what are the Packers going to do? Well, they just lost Robert Tonyan. So let's look at the tight ends. The tight ends are good in this draft. And that starts with Dalton Kincaid out of Utah. We're going to go him at pick 15. He is going to be a dominant tight end in the NFL, someone that Jordan Love can rely on as a target, as you still got Christian Watson out there. And, obviously they're going to be in a time of transition, but, whatever. And then you've got Washington at pick 16. And I don't know how I left this guy on the board, but Devin Witherspoon is just sitting here for the Washington Commanders to just snatch up, and I know they want him to. I know they do. And we're going to go with Devin Witherspoon out of Illinois, my bad. Very good pick there at pick 16 for the Washington Commanders. And now we're the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, what are the Pittsburgh Steelers going to do? Well, they could get Joey Porter Jr. They could also get an offensive tackle, and that's where I'm going to have them go. And Peter Skronsky out of Northwestern protect their quarterback Kenny Pickett, who's looked decent in his rookie year. And we're back to Detroit. We had the Detroit pick earlier, and we are back to Detroit here at pick 18. Where is Detroit going to go? Well, I think Detroit has a lot of options here. However, how would it be for Detroit? Let's see. Do they need a... Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. How would it be for Detroit to add? So we already gave him a cornerback. Let's give him a safety. Brian Branch. It's like someone to command their defense would be a great pick here at 18 for Detroit. Maybe a little high. Maybe you haven't heard about him, but he is a very good safety, coming out of Alabama. And he is someone that can command their secondary and hold it down pretty strong there. And our pick 19 at the Bucs. What are the Bucs going to do? And ladies and gentlemen, that's where I bring in Hendon Hooker, the most underrated quarterback prospect in this draft. Although they might be rolling with Baker, so maybe we'll hold off on Hendon Hooker, actually. We'll hold off. He'll come back around. Don't worry. We're going to hold off on Hendon Hooker. Baker Mayfield, obviously they've traded away their offensive guard. They have to need offensive line, right? Let's check. Let's check their team needs over here. Team needs. Oh, please load. Okay. What do we got for the Bucs? QB, edge, cornerback, offensive guard. And I believe that's running back. Interesting situation here. Who to give him? How about Joey Porter Jr.? That would be an interesting pick for Tampa. However, I think they're going to go edge here. Lucas Van Ness out of Iowa. Be a good pick here for them. They need an edge. We're going to give it to them. So we're at pick 20. Why does it not have the team listed here? Why are the teams not listed here? Who's at pick 20? I really don't know. I think it's the Chargers. I think it's the Chargers. Hendon Hooker? Yeah, no, I don't. Who's at pick 20, guys? I don't know why this mock draft is being a pain in my butt. Don't know why it's so messed up. Like, can you guys hold up? Let me stop sharing for a second. This is a Giants mock. No, this is Chris, this is a all team. This is a 32 team mock draft. I don't know what's going on with mock draft. I am not having good luck with mock draft simulators today, though. Believe me, I am not having good. Oh, okay. All right, we're resuming the draft. Do not worry, guys. I had to scroll over. Have no fear. We are resuming the draft. Present. Share screen. And we're going to go to 2023. Share. All right, we are back. Pick 20, Seattle Seahawks. What are the Seahawks going to do here? I'm going to bring in Hendon Hooker. Yeah, I know they re-signed Geno Smith, but Hendon Hooker can help, can get mentored by Geno. Yes, he's 24. Yes, the Tennessee offense was easy, but Hendon Hooker's been rising up boards, and Seahawks could sure use a future after who's it? What's his name? Oh, Geno Smith. That's right. Geno Smith. And at 21, what are the Chargers going to do here? It could go wide receiver. Could go running back. And I think they're going to go running back. Best player available, Bijan Robinson out of Texas. That gives them a solid running back option for the future. Austin Eckler, yeah, I think he's 29. They're going to trade. They're not going to re-sign him after this year. So brings us to 22 with the Ravens, obviously with the addition of who is it? Oh, the addition of OBJ. Who is it? I know who OBJ is. I promise, guys. With the addition of OBJ, that brings the wide receiver need a little down. I think they're going to go with the local guy, Deontay Banks. Yeah, they're passing up on Cam Smith, Joey Porter, all them guys to draft Deontay Banks out of Maryland. Actually, joke's on you. I think they're going to go. This is an interesting pick. I think they're going to bolster their offense still. I think they're going to go Jordan Addison, actually, at pick 22. And pick 23, we're going to give Minnesota a shutdown corner, something they really need. Joey Porter Jr. to the Minnesota Vikings at pick 23. And now we got the Jaguars on the board. What are the Jags going to do? Pick 24. Something they're not used to being down this low in the draft. But where are they going to go? Let's give them Cam Smith. They released Shaq Griffin, their best corner, and let's give them Cam Smith in their secondary. Good corner coming out of South Carolina. And we're at the Giants at pick 25. What are the Giants going to do here? Joe Shane's in the war room. He wants a wide receiver. Does the value match up? Yes, it does. And we're going to go Zay Flowers out of Boston College, my favorite prospect in the wide receiver class this year, actually. Fun fact, we're going to go Zay Flowers. Happy Giants fans. And it's going to be a night to remember. Not trying to be cringy, but that is from High School Musical. Oh my gosh, what are the Cowboys going to do here? They could use a kicker. I'm not going to lie. They could use a kicker. What are they going to do here? They could use a kicker. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Let's go Michael Mayer out of out of Notre Dame. It's an interesting pick for the Cowboys there, but they obviously just lost Dalton Schultz in free agency, so could see them going that route. And that brings us to the Bills at 25. What are the Bills going to do? Obviously, they're still looking for a Super Bowl win. They haven't seen one of those in a while. I don't think they've ever seen one of those. Oh, I think they have one, maybe one. Offensive guard, cornerback, linebacker, safety, wide receiver is their team needs. And I got them going. One of my Senior Bowl standouts, Osiris Torrance out of Florida, is who I'm going to have him going here. Obviously, you got to protect your franchise QB and Josh Allen. And that brings us to the Bengals at pick 28. And now they're in a situation, where do they go from here? Obviously, they've tried to go on 2 Super Bowl runs, hasn't gone well. And they need a cornerback better than Eli Apple. For Pete's sakes, please give him a cornerback better than Eli Apple. Please. I hear God calling down and saying that. And we're going to give him Deontay Banks out of Maryland, a good cornerback, someone that should be going in the first round. And honestly, probably will be going in the first round. And that brings us to the Saints at pick 29. Where are the Saints going to go? Obviously, they have their quarterback in, what's his name? Oh, shoot. Derek Carr. Sorry, I'm not good with names tonight. I don't know what's going on. They have Derek Carr, their quarterback. I could see him going Tanner McKee here. Sleeper pick right there. But for this purpose of this mock draft, we're going to give them a tackle. Oh, actually, I think they have tackles. Let's see what their team needs are. Defensive tackle, edge. Let's give them an edge out of Notre Dame. Isaiah Foskey, someone who's also projected to go lower in the rear. And now we have the Eagles at pick 30. God, I hate that they have 2 first-round picks. I could not hate it more. But what are we going to go? Pick 30, Eagles. What do we want to give them? Who do I have them go up top? Miles Murphy. All right. Man, I would hate to see this man go here, but let's give him Nolan Smith, edge out of Georgia. Someone that had a really good combine, and I could see going there. And with pick 31 to the Chiefs, I'm going to have him going. I'm going to have him going Jalen Hyatt, wide receiver out of Tennessee, sneaks into the first round. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is your first mock draft from me, New York Giants News, Giants Chronicles Podcast. That is your first mock draft, guys, from me live on the pod. I actually think this is a possibility. I'm going to save this. This video will get posted. So now, obviously, I would love to. Bills at 20. Are the Bills at 20? No, they're not. What did it say? I think Zay 2, but I don't think there will be any good cornerbacks at picks 57. I disagree. There's Tyreek Stevenson out of Miami, maybe there, pick 25. Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State might be there at 57. At 57. So I think there will be cornerbacks available. Also, I think Cordell Flott is going to be a good cornerback too. It's a very underrated opinion, but you never know. I could see it. We're going to send out the link again for you guys to join in. But I could see, again, and I think 20, like Chris is saying here, I think we could go cornerback or wide receiver. However, I do think there will be a good cornerback in the second round. Obviously, Forbes won't be there at 57. Hey, you never know. You never know. There's plenty of good cornerback prospects. I like Tyreek Stevenson, like I said. I'm trying to think of there's another Illinois corner. Let me pull him up. Let me pull him up. Discard. I'm sorry, I'm pulling up the prospect list for cornerbacks. I have him taking a cornerback in round 2. I know that is a big need of the Giants, so I do have him taking a cornerback in round 2. So in the simulator we just used, Pro Football Network, I'm not high on Stevenson as everyone else. I'd like Darius Rush over him. Yeah, Darius Rush. Yeah, Darius Rush is one. Garrett Williams out of Syracuse. He is a possible 3rd round, 2nd round pick. So there's a lot of options for the Giants. Obviously, we'll have to wait till draft night. Thursday and Friday will be 2 very interesting days for the Giants, and I'll cover it all here on the Giants Chronicles Podcast. True. Yep. I'm trying to find some other cornerback prospects. My gosh, I'm going through all the free agency posts of us signing players. And again, we could go another. Is Williams still injured? He's healthy now? Yeah, I think he's healthy now. I believe he's healthy now. Yeah. Shoot. Now I want to check that though. Now I want to confirm that though, because now you got me thinking. Is he healthy? I do not know. Even if he's not healthy, he's a good, solid corner, and he would be a good pick in day 3 or day 2. Sorry, not day 3. Yeah, now you got me thinking though. Okay, we're not plugging that in. We're glitching. No, we're glitching. Oh no. Reconnect. Are we here? No, hold up. Oh my. Am I here? Hold up. Let's see. Hold up, guys. I do not know what's going on right now. Oh God. Okay. All right, we're back. Sorry about that, guys. Had some audio issues. We're back though. Don't worry. Let's check Garrett Williams. That's interesting. I didn't know he had injury. Like, I didn't even know about his injury problems. Oh yeah. Okay. DJ Turner out Michigan. I like DJ Turner out Michigan. Actually, that's a good name too. That's another day 2, day 3, or a day 2 pick, round 1 or 2. That could be a possibility there. Here, I'm sending out a link so you guys can join in. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of possibilities here for the Giants. I think this is the 3 biggest needs I would address in the 3 rounds for the Giants. In any order, not in any particular order. Man, this is really annoying me actually. Not in any particular order here. I have cornerback, center, and wide receiver. That's my 3 biggest needs for the Giants to address in the first 3 rounds. Not in any particular order again. However, they need to address those are the biggest areas of need for the New York Giants. So let me see if the link is posting to the chat, because we've had problems with that in the past. And my phone's about to die. Oh my gosh, it's not posting to the chat again. I'm gonna die. Just kidding. Yard.com. This is actually the death of me. Come on. All right, I'm putting the link in the description. So if you guys want to come in, I'm going to put it in the description of the. So how you guys can get to this is it'll not in the live chat, but it will be in the description of the YouTube. Hold up, let me edit it. So it's going to go in there. What? The broadcast must be scheduled in the future. All right, so we're having problems sending out the link again. So, I don't know. I don't know what's up with YouTube. I don't know why I can never send out the gosh darn link. I really don't understand what their problem is. I don't understand why they can't just. I don't understand. I really don't. Grabbing Keanu Bennett, you'd be able. I haven't heard about him, actually. I have not heard about him in the second. Yeah, I have not heard about what school is he out of? Can you, because sometimes I can get a better grip on them by what school they're at. But for the Giants addressing D-line, I have them going that maybe in the 4th or 3rd round at the earliest. I just think they need to get a quality guy. They'll have DJ Davidson coming back after the ACL tear this past year. They have Nacho. They signed in free agency. So I'm not as worried about depth defensive lineman at the moment. But I could see them still grabbing one in the later rounds. Obviously, Joe Shane has emphasized that. And even maybe as high as the 1st round with Kalijah Cansey out of Pitt. There's the link. I don't know why it's not coming. He's Wisconsin. Okay. I will get back to you on that because if I'm being truthfully honest, I don't know a lot about him at the moment, but I'll get back to you on that. Obviously, I'll have to look into him. Yeah, guys, I would love to send out the link right now, but I can't. Don't know why I can't, but I can't. So. Don't know why I can't send out the link. Want to, can't, tough. But hopefully we can do more lives like this. I know a lot of you wanted to do some lives, or wanted me to do some more lives. So I will hopefully do some more of these in the future. Hope you guys enjoyed the mock draft, though. Really slow news day other than the Odell Beckham stuff. What about Ojulari's brother? Can we snatch him up in the 2nd round, possibly? Possibly, but I think he'll go really high in the 2nd round or really low in the 1st round. He'll be a 1st round into early 2nd round type of guy. Don't know about him, though. Again, guys, I'm sorry that I can't send the link out. I know I really wanted to, another dud show for sending out the link, which is really annoying me, and I got to figure it out. It worked last time it worked, so I don't know if it's like an every other time type of thing. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I gotta figure it out, guys. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Obviously, if you're watching this again, thank you for rewatching the podcast. But with that, guys, let's go. Oh, I will have a podcast episode out tomorrow night, hopefully, on offense. I like BJ. He just is. I like BJ. Just get bullied. Yeah, he does get bullied in Israel. He's that. Chris knows his stuff. So subscribe to Chris. I don't know, Chris, if you put content out, but subscribe to Chris. Chris knows what he's talking about. I'm telling you, Chris knows what he's talking about. Subscribe to Chris. Danny, anyone else that's here, subscribe to Chris. But yeah, I'll have a video out about offensive line and offensive line and tight ends tomorrow. We'll be doing more later round tight ends as we addressed it. We traded for Darren Waller. We have Daniel Bellinger. We signed Tommy Sweeney. I still think Tommy Sweeney is kind of more of a camp body than anything, but we'll see. Obviously, you never know. But with that, guys, thanks for watching the live stream. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed my draft. Of course, I miss like Kalijah Cansey. I don't think I gave anyone him, which he's like a really good defense tackle. So don't know what I was doing there. But Obviously, you can't do everything right. For sure, Chris, for sure. I'm gonna subscribe to you. I don't know if I'm subscribed to you right now, but I'm gonna subscribe. Believe me. With that, guys, let's go Big Blue. And again, thanks for watching.